Doug receives a letter in his locker from a secret admirer telling him how cute he is. Skeeter is immediately impressed that he received a letter like this and roots for him that, hey, you got a girlfriend now, bro. You lit. Look at the goofy grin on his face. Now he's in class, daydreaming in a daze, thinking about who could this secret admirer be? Who could it be, bro? Like, it's a lot of girls in this class. It could literally be anybody. Is it this girl right here with the glasses and orange hair? Or is it homegirl with the flat top? Now Doug fantasizes about two girls crushing on him, watching his every move. Doug, you need to relax. Nobody is watching you, stalking you. Bro, ain't nobody passing out from watching you tie your shoes. Doug instantly gets checked by
homegirl. Say, why you looking at me like that, bro?
Doug scratched them off the list. That can't be them. I my face in this book. So Doug now moves on and thinks maybe it could be Patty Mayonnaise. Maybe she could be the secret admirer. And here he goes with another fantasy of them riding together at a festival. Doug is quickly discouraged when he thinks about this possibly being a prank by Roger, stuffing notes in his locker and making him think that somebody actually likes him. Not sure why Doug envisioned Roger with a wig and a skirt on. But go off, my G. Doug opens his locker to find yet another note, and
Peter rushes over to see what the note says. It says, meet me at the Honker Burger tonight. And just look out for someone with a purple sweatshirt.
Skeeter is ecstatic for Doug, saying that he is going on a blind date. So Doug rushes home immediately to comb his hair and groom himself for this date. Doug is overthinking about this date, and Judy comes in to tease her brother about how fast he is growing up. Doug is annoyed and tells Judy to shut up. Judy then tells Doug to just relax and just say that she looks nice. Give her a nice compliment. Girls like that. Doug walks up to the Honker Burger with pork chop and finds Patty with the Bluffington School purple sweatshirt. Doug immediately thinks maybe it is Patty. He greets Patty as if she is the one sending him all the secret admirer letters. But you notice that she's not the only one wearing a sweatshirt. So he asks what's going on, and she tells him, yo, we just came back from a beatball game. Doug snaps back to reality and realizes not just Patty, but everybody in the Honker Burger has this shirt on. With everybody wearing the same shirt, how is Doug supposed to figure out who was the secret admirer? So Doug's thinking is, okay, maybe I'll just go inside, set the table with pork chop, and maybe they'll find me because they're the one that set this thing up. So Doug sits there with pork chop for some time, probably a few hours. Everybody's walking in and out. The store is almost about to close. Man say, yo, we about to close. Get out of here, bro. I'm trying to leave too. Shout out to pork chop for always being there, even at the worst time. Skeeter tries to cheer Doug up. Hey, man, this could have been a mistake. Or maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Skeeter quickly grabs Doug to the side to see who was putting notes in his locker, and it's nobody other than BB Bluff. BB Bluff is putting letters into Doug's locker. Is BB the secret admirer? Skeeter tells Doug to snap out of it. Like, bro, this is BB
Bluff, bro, the biggest snob in Bluffington.
Bro, is Skeeter right now, is he dirty macking? Skeeter, if you want a BB, that's all you had to say. You know, Doug had to envision what it would be like to be with somebody like a BB Bluff. For some reason, Doug thinks BB would be waiting on Doug hand and foot and change pork chop into a poodle. And that's where Doug draws the line. So now Doug reads the note, and the note
says, sorry I missed you. Meet me at the ball game tonight.
Doug is stressed, like, man, why does it have to be BB? And Skeeter's like, bro, you gotta get it through her head. You guys are not compatible. I know Skeeter often helps Doug with his problems, but he seems a little bit too eager to help Doug get rid of BB. Since BB can't stand Roger, Skeeter suggests that he dresses up like Roger and behaves like Roger to put BB off. Doug goes through with it even though he feels goofy. Skeeter continues to push and
says this is the best way to go about this without hurting her feelings.
As Doug walks into the gym, Roger immediately presses Doug.
Like, bro, what are you doing? You look like a doofus, bro.
But what does that mean? Are you calling yourself a doofus, Roger? Because you have on the same fit. So Doug and Skeeter stage a fake bullying scene behind BB to hopefully put BB off. I have to say that this is very bad. Very bad acting. However, it did get BB's attention. Skeeter thinks that the plan might have actually worked while Doug is scolding him. Doug opens his locker to find yet another note from BB saying, yo, meet me at the Beat Blossom Parade. I'll be dressed up as a beat pie. Peter is eager again to come up with another plan to throw BB off. But
Doug is like, yo, relax. I'm not doing that no more, bro. I'm just gonna tell her straight up that she's not the one for me.
So fast forward to the parade. Doug and Skeeter are actually participants in the parade. Doug is dressed up as a pickled can of beets, and Skeeter is dressed up as a glass of frosted beet nog. That sounds very gross. The parade is about to start. Skeeter tries to get Doug to go with him, but he quickly sees BB standing right there. And BB feels like she is looking for him and did not want to leave BB alone like that because he remembered how he felt when he was at the Honker Burger when he felt like he was stood up. Doug shows some growth and compassion in this moment and decides that this wasn't the best way to go about solving this issue. Skeeter tries to run interference, but Doug tells him he needs to go handle something real quick like a grown man. He goes up to BB and expresses, hey, I appreciate the notes and everything, but I don't think I'm the
one for you. And BB's confused, like, bro, you ain't the one for me either. I don't look at you like that.
Doug is relieved and gives the notes back to BB, and BB instantly is
embarrassed because that wasn't the person that was supposed to get these letters.
BB is disgusted. That was your locker?
I put those letters in, Doug? I can't believe you read all of that. Could I get the lockers mixed up? Doug clarifies with BB that helped. So those notes were not for me? But those were for somebody else? And BB like, of course, those weren't for you, Doug. BB's like, that's great news. That means that I was not ignored or stood up. That means he simply did not get the letters.
He was so excited that she gave Doug a kiss on the cheek. Doug asks, if those letters weren't for me, then who were those letters for? And we all know who those letters were for. These letters were for nobody other than Skeeter Valentine. And everybody got to walk with the person they wanted to walk with in the parade, including Skeeter.